Senate Democrats are up against this funding deadline, and there is a standoff about whether there's going to be a shutdown. Donald Trump has had these really super long posts in which he sort of goes off on a litany of things that he hates about you and the Democrats and how awful your politics are. And he canceled the meeting with Chuck Schumer. The last time Democrats voted to fund this government, you were one of the votes that gave them that kept the government open.
Right.
How are you thinking about it now?
Look, I told my Republican colleagues who were on the Appropriations Committee that basically I was going to swallow that one time, but we're not going to get rolled again. And there's an iron law in politics, which is that if you don't ask for the vote, you're not going to get the vote. I've been in the Senate for 13 and a half years, and the only way to keep the government open is with both parties, and the only way to figure out what both parties need is with a meeting. And so I do think that Trump made a huge tactical error in canceling the meeting and saying there is no reason to meet, because it makes the decision a little bit more clear. Now, there's kind of, politically speaking, plenty of time between now and next Tuesday.
Yes.
And I don't think anyone should covet a shutdown or overestimate the idea that would be some massive political victory. Yeah. But I think we ought to be clear-eyed that if their expectation is that the monarch, Donald Trump, has laid this down and we have to vote for it or else, then I think that Democrats are going to have to vote no, which is what we did last week.
You are here for Climate Week, and I got to say, I'm someone who is extremely focused on climate, and it's very near to my heart, and I know it's something you've worked a lot on. This has been such a depressing period politically for climate that sometimes it's almost too depressing for me to engage with. At the same time, it's been depressing politically. It's the most promising moment technologically for climate that I've ever seen in the 20 years that I've covered it. The U.S. is totally absent from the global politics of this. She was out today announcing what China's plans are. As a U.S. senator, what are you saying to people when you show up at Climate Week?
Well, two things. First, I think you're right that the world is going to move on from us. And in the international community, I used to say, we're still in, hang in there. And now I'm saying, we'll be back, but I don't know how soon. So move on without us. So that's the international context. In the domestic context, this is the big opportunity to express to the American people that solar is cheap, wind is cheap, battery storage is cheap, geothermal is cheap, nuclear is cheap. Climate action now does not have to be balanced against people's pocketbooks. It is the cheapest form of energy. And now, because we've got an AI boom and all of this, new need for electrons, Donald Trump is creating shortages and spiking electricity prices. Electricity prices are now double the rate of inflation.
They're going up like crazy.
And so my view is, look, people vote for you for their reasons, not yours. So I'm not seeking vindication on the question of climate. I am seeking a victory. And the way to get a victory on the question of climate is to tell everybody the reason you're paying more is because this guy's got an obsession with windmills and solar farms and wants to eliminate them and extend the life of the most expensive form of energy that we've got around now, which is coal. And so clean is cheap. Cheap is clean, and we need to keep it simple.